Your stomach is swelling, your ankles are puffy, you feel exhausted all the time, you go to your doctor, and after some blood work and an ultrasound, they say you have fatty liver disease. And you think, how is that possible? I barely drink alcohol. Here's what most people believe about fatty liver disease. It's something that happens to heavy drinkers. If you don't drink much, your liver should be fine. Maybe you'll get a little liver damage when you're older, but for now, your liver is healthy. Right? But here's the shocking truth. 1 in 4 adults worldwide has fatty liver disease, and most of them don't drink alcohol at all. This is called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and it's completely silent until it's not. I'm Dr. Max, and I'm a physical therapist who's spent over a decade working with patients dealing with chronic health conditions. But here's what makes this video different. I'm not just talking about fatty liver from a textbook. I actually suffered from fatty liver disease for years. I know what it feels like to be exhausted all the time, to feel that uncomfortable pressure under my right rib cage, to watch my belly expand no matter what I did, and I also know what it takes to reverse it, because I did. And today, I want to help you understand the 7 warning signs your body is sending you right now. Signs I ignored for way too long, and exactly what you need to do to reverse the liver damage before it's too late. Let's dive in. Before I show you the warning signs, let me explain what fatty liver actually is. Because once you understand the mechanism, you'll see why it's so easy to miss and why I missed it for so long. Fatty liver disease happens when excess fat builds up inside your liver cells. Your liver is supposed to process fat, store glycogen, detoxify your blood, and produce bile for digestion. But when you eat too much sugar, too many refined carbohydrates, or too much processed foods, your liver gets overwhelmed. Your body converts excess sugar into fat through a process called de novo lipogenesis. That fat gets stored in your liver. At first, it's just a little fat. Your liver can still function. But over time, as more fat accumulates, your liver cells become inflamed. That inflammation turns into fibrosis. And if it progresses far enough, you develop cirrhosis, permanent liver damage that can lead to liver failure or even liver cancer. But the terrifying part is, you won't feel it happening. Fatty liver disease does not hurt in the earliest stage. And by the time symptoms appear, significant damages has already occurred. But your body does send warning signals. I had these signals for years before I finally connected the dots. And if you know what to look for, you can catch fatty liver disease early when it's still completely reversible. Let me show you the 7 warning signs, and I'm going to start with the one I noticed first and completely dismissed. The first warning sign is persistent fatigue and low energy. This was the first thing I noticed, and I bet it's the first thing you're noticing too. You're exhausted all the time, you wake up tired, you need caffeine just to function, you crash in the afternoon, and you think, I'm just busy, I need to sleep more. But here's what was really happening to me and what might be happening to you. When your liver is struggling to process toxins, regulate blood sugar, and process energy, your entire body suffers. Your mitochondria, the energy factory in your cells, cannot function properly and you feel drained. I remember thinking, I'm getting older. This is just what happens to me. But it wasn't age. It was my liver screaming for help. Chronic fatigue is your body's way of telling you that something is wrong. And if you're tired all the time despite getting enough sleep, your liver might be the culprit. But this next sign is even more specific, and when I finally paid attention to it, that's when I knew something was seriously wrong. The warning sign 2 is actually discomfort or pressure in your upper right abdomen. You actually feel a dual edge or pressure under your right rib cage. It's not sharp pain, it's not constant, it's just there, especially after eating a big meal or late at night. I used to feel this all the time. I'd be lying in bed at night and feel this uncomfortable pressure right under my ribs. I thought thought it was indigestion. I thought it was gas. I took antacids, but nothing helped. But that area, exactly right under your right rib cage, is absolutely where your liver sits. When your liver is inflamed and enlarged from fat accumulation, it stretches the capsules that surrounds it. That capsule has nerve endings, and when it stretches, you feel discomfort or pressure. This is one of the earliest physical signs of fatty liver disease. And if you're feeling this regularly, like I did, it's time to get your liver enzymes tested. Now, this next sign affects your brain, and I had no idea it was connected to my liver until much later. The third warning sign is brain fog and difficulty concentration. You can't focus, you forget things constantly, and you feel mentally sluggish, like your brain is wrapped in cotton. In that point, you think, I'm just stressed, I need a vacation. But this was one of the most frustrating symptoms for me. I'd be working with patients, but I couldn't remember things I should have known easily. I'd walk into a room and forget why I was there, and I just thought I was overworked. But here's what was really happening to me. When your liver is damaged, it cannot detoxify ammonia and other metabolic waste products efficiently. Those toxins build up in your bloodstream and cross the blood-brain barrier. And when toxins accumulate in your brain, cognitive function declines. This is called hepatic encephalopathy in advanced mode. But even in early fatty liver disease, you can experience brain fog, poor memory, and difficulty concentrating. If you're experiencing chronic mental fatigue that doesn't improve with rest, your liver might be struggling just like mine was. The first warning sign is actually unexplained weight gain. You're eating the same way you always have, but your belly is getting bigger. Your waistline is expanding, and no matter what you do, the weight won't come off. This was the most visible sign for me. I always been in the decent shape, but suddenly my belly has started expanding. I tried cutting calories, exercised more, but nothing even worked, and I couldn't understand why. Here's what I learned. This is metabolic dysfunction driven by fatty liver disease. When your liver is overloaded with fat, it becomes insulin resistance. And when your liver is insulin resistant, your body stores more fat, especially visceral fat, around your abdomen. This creates a vicious cycle. More belly fat worsens insulin resistance, which worsens fatty liver, which causes more belly fat. If you're gaining weight around your midsection without change to your diet or activity level like I was, your liver might be the root cause. The number 5 warning sign is actually persistent itchy skin without a rash. You're itching all the time, your arms, your leg, your back, but there is no rash, no dry skin, no obvious causes. You try moisturizers, antihistamines, but nothing works. And you never think this could be my liver. Actually, I didn't have these symptoms severely, but some of my patients did, and they all thought it was allergies or eczema. But here's what's happening. When your liver can't process bile properly, bile salts build up in your bloodstream. Those bile salts get deposited in your skin and they trigger intense itching. This is called cholestatic pruritus, and it's one of the most underdiagnosed symptoms of liver disease. If you're experiencing persistent itching that doesn't respond to normal treatments, check your liver function. The next 2 signs are more advanced. These are the ones that tell your liver is in serious trouble. And if you're experiencing either of this, you need to see a doctor immediately. The number 6 warning sign is actually swelling in your abdomen or legs. This is one of the most visible signs of advanced fatty liver disease, but most people don't connect it to their liver at all. When your liver becomes damaged and cannot produce enough albumin, a protein that keeps fluid in your bloodstream, fluid leaks out into your tissues. This is called edema. Your ankles and feet swell, especially at the end of the day. Your abdomen might feel bloated and tight. You might even gain several pounds of water weight in a short period of time. By the time you have visible swelling from liver disease, you're already in the later stage. This is not early stage of fatty liver. This is actually non-alcoholic steatohepatitis or even cirrhosis. If you're experiencing unexplained swelling in your abdomen or legs, you need to get your liver enzymes checked immediately. Last but not least, warning signs, which is the number 7, is yellowing of your skin or your eyes, which is called jaundice. This is a sign that no one ignores because it's visible and terrifying. When your liver can't process bilirubin, a yellow pigment produced when red blood cells break down. It builds up in your bloodstream. That excess bilirubin gets deposited in your skin and the whites of your eyes, turning them yellow. Jaundice is not a subtle warning sign. It's actually your body screaming that your liver is failing. And if you see yellowing in your skin or eyes, you need to see a doctor immediately because this is a medical emergency in that situation for you. But here's what you need to understand. Jaundice does not show up in the early fatty liver disease. It only appears when liver function has declined significantly, usually in advanced cirrhosis or acute liver failure. So if you're waiting for jaundice to tell you that you have fatty liver disease, you're waiting for too long. You need to catch it earlier, and that's exactly what I wish I had done. Now, you can have significant fat accumulation in your liver and feel completely fine. That's why routine blood tests and liver enzymes checks are so important. If your ALT, AST, or GGT levels are elevated, that's a red flag. Get an ultrasound or a fiber scan to check for liver fat and fibrosis. But here's the good news, and this is why I'm so passionate about helping you. Fatty liver disease is often completely reversible. I reversed mine and you can reverse yours. Here's exactly what I did and what you need to do to reverse fatty liver and restore liver health. First, I cut out sugar and refined carbohydrates completely. These are the primary drivers of liver fat accumulation. I eliminated soda, fruit juice, pasteurized, white bread, and pasta. This was the hardest part for me, but it made the biggest difference for me. I increased my physical activity. Exercise reduces liver fat faster than almost anything else. I started with 30 minutes of walking 5 days per week. Then added resistance training. Actually, you don't need to run marathons, just move consistently. Third, I ate more whole foods. I focused on vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats like avocados and olive oil, high fiber foods. This support my liver detoxification and reduce your inflammation. I started intermittent fasting. You need to give your liver a break from constant digestion. Allows it to process stored fat and repair itself. I did 16-8 fasting, eating within an 8-hour window. I supplemented with the liver supportive nutrients like milk-thistle, NAC, and omega-3 fatty acids. This reduces inflammation and promote liver regeneration. Ultimately, I got my liver enzymes checked regularly. I monitored my progress every 3 months, and within 6 months, my liver enzymes were normal. My fatigue was gone, the pressure under my ribs disappeared. My belly fat started melting away. And you can do this too, easy peasy. Your liver has incredible regenerative capacity if you give it the right tools. Alright, let's log this in. Fatty liver disease affects 1 in 4 adults, and most people don't know they have it until significant damages has occurred. The 7 warning signs: fatigue, upper right discomfort, brain fog, unexplained weight gain, swelling, and jaundice are your body's alarm system. But the encouraging news is that fatty liver is reversible. I reversed mine and you can reverse yours. Cut out sugar, increase physical activity, eating whole foods, try intermittent fasting, and support your liver with the right nutritions. If this video gave you a new perspective on liver health, hit that like button. And if you know someone struggling with fatigue, weight gain, or metabolic issues, send this video to them. Because honestly, this information could save their liver. I'm Dr. Max, and until the next time, take control of your liver health because fatty liver does not have to be permanent.